Spyderco Shaman, Sprint Run, Brown G10. Try this Stonewashed clip, it's really cool looking. And the Sean Houston heat treated CPM-15V. Really cool, like stonewashed finish to it. Dropping now. The Premier drops, which is usually 5 or 6 of the knives to some of the upper tier dealers, you dropped last week sometime. The paperwork shows talks about Sean Houston and the composition of the steel. This one came from Knife Hub, and it was actually a buddy of mine. I didn't get this knife. A buddy of mine was going to send it for the channel just so I can get the info out, and he actually gifted it to me, gifted it to the channel, which is just awesome. So he doesn't want his name mentioned. I appreciate it. I mean, I don't know what to say. $270 is the price. Knives Plus, Color Shot, DLT, all these that you see here except for Knifeworks, they dropped another load today, so I don't know if that's all of them, but the way the PM2 has been going, they've been dropping multiple times, not just twice, but multiple times. So you got to watch all these different retailers or whatever your local retailer is. Talks a little bit about the Sean Houston heat treat protocol, CPM-15V. Shows the normal Shaman stuff. I just think this is just the coolest looking clip they did on this. Perfectly centered. Let's check our tip. Some of the Spyderco tips in the past have come with one side shaved down. It looks like this one's a little bit to the left here. So let's look here. Yeah, that's deep there. Yeah. Not bad. I was looking at this before I made the video. It almost looks like there's a small recurve here where they ground the blade too far in, but I don't know if that's an optical illusion or not. I'll have to check it onto a flat surface. I don't know if you can see that or not, but just a really cool expression of this Shaman, which I do collect and use, you know, with this unbelievably amazing high wear resistant steel. So I wanted to jump in this video a little bit about you know, a bunch of people have been emailing me and everything, how I always end up getting sprint runs and exclusives and stuff. So I was just going to run through a very quick, you know, summary of how I do it. So how to buy a sprint run. This could work for exclusives too. The nice part about exclusives, you usually know when it drops. The bad part is they usually sold out in 2 minutes or less if it's popular. So a lot of times the sprint run's easier to get because you have multiple chances. You need to have your credit card info loaded into the phone, browser, or online retailer to start. You need to have an account set up at that retailer. So if you think Knifeworks, Knives Plus, Cutlery Shop, and whatever is going to drop in a 1 or 2 day period, you need to have all of those tabs open on your computer or your phone with your account set up. It's really easy. It's free to set up an account and then have your credit card information in the browser. So that's what I did here. So open the tabs, put them, you know, you can have multiple 15, 20 tabs open on any, you know, device. Use the email text notifications. What I found with most of these sprint runs is the knife sells out faster than the email or text notifications show up. Open an account on Spyderco forums. This is the big one. It's free. And subscribe to the alert thread. This guy, I don't know what his name is, Budafucco, I think it's Buddafucco. He is, I don't know what he does for a living, but he's got bots. So obviously the bots tell him exactly when the knife goes live, and he's able to get on the alert thread and tell you when the knife is available. This is the biggest thing for me. I don't actually, I stopped going on Spyderco forums during the, I talked about a long time ago, during the Crew Carta drop of just the bickering and bullshit that was going on there. I just didn't want to be a part of it, of the complaining. But I still watch the thread, and this helps me, you know, look where I need to look. It's helped me many times. Buy on the secondary market. If you don't want to spend the time to do all this, don't complain. Buy on the secondary market and pair the prices. Go on to join the forums. I don't have any social media, so I do belong to Blade forums. I bought a gold membership. You know, I buy and sell and I trade. A lot of times when I need something, I buy extra of what I can get and I trade for what I want. Be patient and relax. It's just a knife. The same thing goes for anything. When I went to buy a motorhome last year, you couldn't get one. You got to pay a premium. If you didn't want to pay what they were asking, you didn't get one. Same with cars, Broncos right now. If you've seen, you have to get on a waiting list to actually get one. I mean, that's capitalism. That's the way supply and demand is. Don't blame Spyderco. Don't get on their forums and blame Sal that you can't get the knife. Do what you need to do to get one on the drop or pay secondary prices. That's how it works. Buy a house. You know, you think if you miss the initial lottery for, say, here in Southern California, that's how these new houses go. They get a lottery, or you know, you gotta outbid the next guy. You're gonna pay a premium for the property. That's the way capitalism works, supply and demand. So I'm just saying it like it is. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but don't complain. You know, you just make yourself look silly, in my opinion. Either do what you need to do to get the knife. I've never not gotten a knife that I needed. One time it's happened, and I had friends help me out through the channel. But a lot of people have friends online. You know, I don't have any social media. I don't do any Instagram or anything else. So I use the channel to connect with people. And once again, I really appreciate my buddy gifting this to me. This is a big deal. Really cool. It's just a really nice gesture. I'm not the type that actually receives. I like to give. So we'll see what I have to do to get him back. But Spyderco, Sprint Run, Brown G10, Sean Houston, Heat Treat Protocol, CPM-15V Sprint Run. They're going to be dropping, guys.